welcome to the Eileen Garrett Library, the Parapsychology Foundation in Greenport, New York. I've been waiting for you. Come on in. I long say that the library is the jewel in the crown of Parapsychology Foundation. By the way, my name is Lisette Coly. I'm president of the foundation, and it's thanks to these two ladies that we were founded in 1951, this year celebrating our 65th anniversary. This one is my maternal grandmother, not necessarily her biggest claim to fame, but Eileen Garrett, the well-known trance medium, who was particularly ambivalent about her own gifts and really wanted to get to the answers to the mysteries raised by psychic functioning, along with her very dear friend from the late 1920s, the Honorable Frances P. Bolton, a Republican congresswoman from Ohio, who shared the same curiosity as to how it all works. So together they founded the foundation, which consists of many programs. You'll see our Psychic Explorer Club, of course our taglines, Explore Other Realms, a little bit about Eileen Garrett, because people wonder who started this ball rolling. But I think you're here to see the library, correct? So I'll start babbling and come on in. This is the main periodical room. We have over 12,000 volumes. It's classified by the Dewey Decimal System. Here again is Eileen Garrett, who's keeping watch that I don't screw up, I guess, and keeping watch that nobody snitches a book. So we have biographies along here, and it's all, as I mentioned, the Dewey Decimal System. We have a area behind lock and key for our more valuable books, in that a lot of them are not available anywhere else. Here we have books still to be cataloged, recent acquisitions. The library, we continue to acquire new books. We're very specific about our titles, and part of the reason the library is unique, apart from the volume of books, is that you'll find a lot of source material on the shelves that will enable you to understand what you're reading about parapsychology, about psychic functioning, having a grounding to be able to make the jump to what is paranormal. Gee, I thought I'd lost you. You know, it's easy to get lost in this library. Lots of interesting material for sure. Right now, I'm in the periodical section of the library. The periodicals are drawn from all around the world in various languages. So that in itself is quite an undertaking. So you're still following me around. Okay, there's more treasure to be found. These are the vertical file of newspaper clippings, all odds and ends and organizations. These books, though not periodicals, are part of the Frank Tribby collection that we inherited at the death of Dr. Tribby. And there's also some, books donated by Walter and Mary Jo Uphoff. Come to think, there's some more treasures of the library that I want to show you. But first, we're very touched. This is a very, very old letter, probably written in the early 50s when we first did the library. And it's really very dear. So it's not only academics that are in here. This is someone who's written us, "Dear Sirs, I am in 6th grade at Valleywood School and I'm very interested in ESP. I want to be a parapsychologist when I grow up. I'm doing a report on ESP and would like some information. Please send me any information you have or any other addresses I can write to. Thank you. Sincerely, Lee Winkleman." So we try and grab them early with an interest in parapsychology. But let me take you to our viewing room. It's not too spectacular, but what we have to view are over 600, a catalog of over 600 films and videos of various lectures. So that's for your viewing pleasure as well. And as we move along in the library, we go from one end of the spectrum, the 6-year-old, to something else that we're particularly proud of, particularly the late Eileen Coly, my mother, our second president, who was presented by the, I'll read it to you, presented to the Parapsychology Foundation in recognition of outstanding contributions to parapsychology as an international scientific and educational profession by the Parapsychological Association at its 22nd annual convention held at John F. Kennedy University back in August of 1979. So that is a nice photo. Here we have the library at 29 West 57 between 5th and 6th. Many people remember that. It moved over in 1980 to 228 East 71st Street. In 2004, we moved out to Greenport, and we're very happy here because it's open to the public by appointment, and people are really happy to have the quiet and all this at their fingertips. So this is where I do my machinations, and usually behind the desk. So this is the original desk. When we founded the foundation in 1951, Eileen Garrett sat behind it, our second president, Eileen Coly, and now here I am, the third generation trying to fly the comm. So it gives me a special sense of presence here and solidity that we've got all our oars in the water and trying to propel not only Parapsychology Foundation, but the subject matter forward. These are more of the foundation's publications, topped off with a picture of Eileen Garrett, which, believe it or not, used to hang over the piano that she gave me when I was 16. And if that imposing figure didn't make you want to practice your piano lessons, I don't know what would. And here we have my mother, Eileen Coly. Of course, I'll be lucky if I get a Polaroid. But in addition to here, let me talk a bit about the European headquarters of Parapsychology Foundation, known to you as Le Piole, because many of our conferences were held in the south of France. So here is the Piole restaurant complex and conference rooms. So those were apparently the days. And here's Mrs. G. Mrs. G, probably around 1940. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this mini tour and that I didn't babble too much. But now that you've seen it, I hope we've whetted your appetite to coming in person. And anytime we can be to welcome you, we'd be more than happy to do so. Contact us for more information. Our main website is www.parapsychology.org. And of course, you can follow us in the Parapsychology Foundation Facebook page, our Psychic Explorer Facebook page, Twitter, and since I'm not too technologically swift, other venues of social media. But the important is to dig in and help us try and get to the answers that are raised by psychic functioning. Till next time.